So day 2 on the Gungarlin River. Yesterday I probably would have fished for about 3 hours and didn't manage to catch anything. The water's 12 degrees. Bumped into a few other anglers, Stephen and his mate Bill and a third mate. And they're about, well they may be an hour behind me in terms of getting ready to fish. So we'll see how they do. And yes, I'm going to go downstream today. Beautiful water upstream, but I'm just going to go downstream of the campsite today and fish back up to the campsite. My first call is at 11. Look at that for a stretch of river. Stunning. Beautiful, beautiful countryside here. And then there's Stephen and Bill's camp, and there's another camper over there. And I'm closer in the campsite to those electricity pylons. That looks like a nice run to Nymph, contact nymph. That's not something I've seen much of before. I don't know what you would call that, maybe a tarn. Disconnected from the river, and then the river's just over there. So this big tarn or part of a river that flows down into another one over there. Stunning. Oh, this almost looks like a campsite that someone's set up to come back to. 3 beautiful kangaroos, and then look at this, and the river right over here. Oh, that's a spot. A big stonefly. Oh, he's large. Quick, currently fishless weeb temperature check. Outside 13, in the water 7. Another fishless session. Water's 7 degrees, so I suppose that is quite chilly, but I'm seeing stoneflies and snowflake caddis everywhere. I haven't seen a single rise. I've just seen the one fish that I saw yesterday, that I spooked yesterday, just a littly. I would have expected to at least have some little rainbows splash at the fly, but nothing. So this is now 3.5 days of fishing with not a touch really. Hard yakka. So I've been joined by a mate, Cafe de Paris butter, Australian Meat Emporium Angus Porterhouse steak, marble score 3-4, and Meat Emporium Wagyu Porterhouse steak, marble score 5+. And on the hibachi grill, with a bit of Lafrague. This is not sponsored by GAO. How good does that look? And that. What a campsite this is. My goodness. There's the river, just over there. Wow, those steaks are looking great. And the retro gas lamp. Happy days. Right. Cafe de Paris butter, and tin foil for the resting. Woo-hoo. It's a mother with her Joey. Joey's also having a little snack. It's gorgeous. The Joey's managed to get hold of one piece of grass that he's trying to eat. So I'm into uncharted territory at the moment. I must say that does sound pretentious, but I've now fished 4 days and haven't so much as had a wiggle on the end of my line of a trout. So day 5 now. Obviously hoping that I can find some fish in this Gungarlin River. I will say, if there is a place to get skunked, it probably is this Gungarlin River. It is absolutely stunning. So first call today is at 11, so I'm going to have a bit of a disjointed day, but we'll try and fish around that call and the work I need to deliver. But beautiful night last night, no moon, moon rose later, lots of stars, did some time-lapse videos of the stars, so hopefully those will come out. Slowly getting to know the GH6, the Lumix GH6 camera better, and working on the settings for time-lapse photography. I watch the videos of a fantastic YouTuber called Harmon Hook, and he does the most incredible time-lapse videos. If you ever want to look at a wonderful video of time that includes time lapses, have a look at his video series on the Drakensberg in South Africa, hiking in Imweni. Absolutely stunning. So I actually ended up buying the same camera that Harmon Hook uses, which is the GH6. The Jensens use the GH5, which is just the earlier version, and those are sort of my heroes, my YouTube heroes. Just curious what the water temperature is on this day 3 of the Gangalan River. Outside 14, and the water is 7 degrees. Well, it's hard yakka. Hard yakka at the moment. Well into my 5th day of fishing, and fishing hard. And nothing. Haven't seen anything. Water 7 degrees. Maybe I have chosen poorly I've chosen well from a campsite perspective, but perhaps poorly from a fishing perspective. You know, not many people talk about the Gangalan River, so I really hadn't had any reports about what the fishing was like here, because we're just a couple of weeks after opening weekend. But not a lot going. Plenty of insect life. Snowflake caddis everywhere, and then I saw some stoneflies yesterday. Still, stunning place to be. Cannot complain. Right, back. Get the Starlink up and running. Starlink Gen 3, and very important call at 11 o'clock. So I want to give the Starlink 10-15 minutes to stabilize before that. Stabilize this connection. Connection is generally good from the get-go, but I just want to make sure that I've got everything set up perfectly, and have logged into Teams and logged into Outlook, and there's nothing using up the processor on my laptop, my Deloitte laptop. Right, so this is Davey's hut, looked after by Kosciuszko Huts Association. I have actually spent a very cold night in a tent just out here, but this is such a beautiful hut. Oh, there we go. That's the main room, the fireplace, and that's the view. That's the view out. And then there's a spare room over here, which isn't dark.
So peaceful and relaxing. Doesn't even matter if I catch a single fish. Come on, you stupid fish! Take the bait! Don't make me come down there!